Have you ever faced a situation where your radio buttons just won't change in your React app? It's frustrating, isn't it? If you're dealing with this issue, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to troubleshoot why your radio buttons aren't switching as expected. I totally understand how annoying it can be when your code seems perfect, but the UI just won't cooperate. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers encounter similar issues, and it can be quite perplexing. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. A user has implemented a radio group in their React app, but the radio buttons do not visually switch when selected. They shared their code and mentioned that the state is set properly, but the UI isn't reflecting those changes. Sound familiar? Let's dive in and find a solution together. So what could be causing this issue? It often comes down to how React handles state and rendering. If the component isn't re-rendering as expected, the UI won't update even if the state changes. Let's break this down step by step. And stick around. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help ensure your radio buttons work flawlessly in the future. To address the issue with the radio buttons not updating visually, the user should first ensure that the value prop of the radio group is correctly linked to the component's state. This means checking that the state is being updated as expected. Next, the user should verify that the change input option handler process step function is correctly updating the state. This function should be called when the radio button selection changes. Additionally, the user should check if the radio button components are receiving the correct value prop. Each radio button should have a value that corresponds to the state. Finally, the user can add console logs to track the state changes and ensure that the component re-renders when the state updates. This will help identify if the issue lies in the rendering process. Fun fact, did you know that React was developed by Facebook to solve their own UI challenges? Now it's one of the most popular libraries for building user interfaces. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests that the issue may stem from how the state is designed for the radio group component. It emphasizes that the value prop of the radio group should always match one of the values of the radio button components. The user points out that the step type might be a string instead of a number, which could cause the radio group to default to the first radio button. They recommend ensuring that the state controlling the radio buttons is a number, either 1, 2, or 3, and updating the change handler accordingly. Here's the tip I promised. Always ensure your state updates are correctly triggering re-renders. This simple practice can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these troubleshooting steps, your radio buttons should be working perfectly now. Remember, keeping your state management clean is key. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.